Hi guys, welcome back. I'm okay, so we are continuing. It's day 6 of challenge week of vlogs, and today we are talking about budget. It seems like for a lot of people, the topic of finances is kind of taboo. People do not talk how much they earn, how much they spend, on what. There's a lot of kind of shame on this topic and also stereotypes. So today let's openly talk about how the finances split in our family, my personal finances, and in overall prices, expenses, and priorities. And first that we are going to start with is a baseline information because a lot depends on it. So me, 30 years old woman living in Serbia, ex-IT programmer, now unemployed, and my husband, 34 years old man, also lives in Serbia, work in architecture and starting his own business. Right away, what's our income? When I was working in IT, it was different, depends on stage of my career. It was like from 2,000 euros to 4,000 euros. And now zero, obviously. My husband in architect and working privately for himself, so it all depends, but regularly from 500 euros to 1,000 euros. Now, even he run a business, he still doesn't have any income, there's only expenses. So, how finances are split in our family? Since we started living together, it was 50-50 for us. There was basic expenses, us as a couple, let's say rent, bills, food, and dates. And there was our personal expenses like treats, clothes, gas, whatever else, and also vacations. After we got married, we discussed the situation, like should we continue with 50-50, and we kind of agreed that we will stay on this model. It's comfortable for both of us because we both think that it's very important for us to have our personal money. But still, it changed a bit because right now we're not like counting that much. It's all our money anyway. I know that in women's world 50-50 isn't respected as a model, and of course I wanted also for men to cover it all, but in modern world I think it's not working like that. I think it's kind of old model, and right now one salary is not enough to provide for family. So most of the families and couples that I know, they're living also like that, like both of them are working. It's also worth to mention our savings and investment money if we have one. Also, we should talk about the savings and investments. So, my husband doesn't have any savings right now, everything goes into business. When I was working in IT, I saved pretty much. So, right now, if my expenses will not change, I can leave and do not earn like for next almost couple of years. I was saving for apartment, but now it's not happening. About investments, kind of the same. Husband puts all the money into business. My investments include the account in Russia, in interactive brokers. It's kind of USA, I don't know. And also I invested in business too. So yeah, kind of like that. I'm still learning to do that. In Russian account, I will have around 12% profit. In worldwide investing, I'll have, I guess, around 2% because I just started. And in business, well, I do not count actually, it's like an investment. I do not believe that it will give me anything, but if it will, I'll be happy. And let's discuss how much the life costs. As I said, we have basic expenses like together money for the life, for apartment, for bills and everything. When we started just living together, it was 400 for each of us. Right now it's 500 already. So our apartment costs 400 a month. The bills here with internet around 150 to 200 euros a month. What else? Food. Food is around, I guess, 500 a month, something like this. I will not mention here how much my husband spends on business because that's a lot, and I don't know everything. Last year, my personal spendings was around 700 euros a month, but this year it's actually became more expensive, and I was counting in March, like how much everything costs right now. So I have prepared information for you. I live in Novi Sad, Serbia. Here, apartments could cost differently. I guess the small apartments somewhere in the city can cost like minimum 200, 250, I guess, euros. And like bigger apartment in the center can be like 700. The bills are pretty much the same, in some neighborhoods even higher than ours. And food, let's go dive into numbers. Today I went to our closest supermarket that you can find anywhere in the city and look at the prices to see again how much everything costs. They're a bit changing, and there's a difference between March and now, but something went up, something went down. Let's go through numbers for basics products, and let's say already that if something like 199 I'm counting is as 200, you know. Bread is 100, rice per kilo is 150, spaghetti, our usual is Barilla 7, 200 dinars, potatoes per kilo is 70 dinars. Milk, 1.5 liter is 175, 10 eggs is 190, chicken breasts are 700 per kilo, beef 1700 per kilo, pork is 700 per kilo, cheese for 250 grams of Gouda it's 280, apples per kilo 170, bananas 180, tomatoes 130, onions 45. Regular bottle of water is 70 dinars. Coffee Nescafe 100 grams is 770, but it varies. Sometimes it's like 900 or even 1000. Sugar is 100, oil is 200, and let's say Coca-Cola is 154. Also some basics that you can compare. Cappuccino is usually around 300. Mac combo with Big Mac is around 1000, 100 and 2000, I'm not sure. Bus ticket is 100. Rent, I already said to you that it's various. Internet for 10 gigabytes I'm paying 1000 dinars. And restaurant visit for one person it's usually 2000 dinars, like let's say 1.5 for dish and 500 for drink. Depends. So yeah, compare it to your prices for food and let me know if it's cheaper or more expensive here. Unfortunately, I don't have information about regular medium salary in Serbia. For some reason, I think it's around 800, 8 to 900 euros, but minimum is around 6800 dinars, which is 490 euros. Personally, I prefer savings at least until I have apartment, but there's two things that I never saved on. It's my family and friends, and it's trips and vacations. Well, I think that's all information that I could give you that's here in my head. Uh, Tell me, what do you think about our budget model, prices here, and what do you think at all? How do you build your personal or family budget? Let's meet in the comments to discuss it, and thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.